Only 8 of his companions had survived the struggle, though he hadn't seen his oldest son since the first clash of arms. The boy had been scouting the path ahead, and Korkask hoped he survived to carry word back to the Khan. That thought alone gave him pleasure to set against his vicious resentment. The carts had been looted of their trinkets, the silver and jade stolen by the tribesmen. As Korkask watched from under lowered brows, he saw many of them now dressed in Mongol dells with dark splashes of blood on the cloth. The chanting intensified until Korkask could see white spittle gather at the edges of the men's mouths. He held his back very straight as the leader of the tribe drew a curved blade and advanced on the line, screaming. Korkask exchanged glances with the others. "After tonight, we will be with the spirits and see the hills of home," he called to them. "The Khan will hear. He will sweep this land clean." His calm tone seemed to drive the Arab swordsman to an even higher pitch of fury. Shadows flickered across his face as he whirled the blade over a Mongol warrior. Korkask watched without expression. When death was inevitable, when he felt its breath on his neck, he had found all fear could be put aside, and he could meet it calmly. That at least gave him some satisfaction. He hoped his wives would shed many tears when they heard. "Be strong, brother," Korkask called. Before the warrior could reply, the sword swept down and took his head. Blood gouted, and the Arabs hooted and beat their feet on the ground in appreciation. The swordsman grinned, his teeth very white against dark skin. Again the sword fell, and another Mongol toppled sideways on the dusty ground. Korkask felt his throat constrict in anger until he could almost choke on it. This was a land of lakes and clear mountain rivers, 2,000 miles west of Yenqing. The villagers they had met were in awe of their strange faces, yet friendly. That very morning, Korkask had been sent on his way with blessings and sticky sweets that gummed his teeth together. He had ridden under a blue sky and never guessed the hill tribes were passing word of his presence. He still didn't know why they had been attacked, unless it was simply to steal the gifts and trade goods they carried. He searched the hills for some glimpse of his son, hoping again that his death would be witnessed. He couldn't die badly if the boy watched. It was the last gift he could give him. The swordsman needed 3 blows to take the 3rd head. When it finally came free, he held it up by the hair to his companions, laughing and chanting in their strange language. Korkask had begun to learn a few words of the tongue, but the stream of sound was beyond him. He watched in grim silence as the killing continued, until at last he was the only man still alive. Korkask raised his head to stare up without fear. Relief filled him as he caught a movement far beyond the firelight. Something white shifted in the gloom, and Korkask smiled. His son was out there signaling. Before the boy gave himself away, Korkask dipped his head. The distant flicker vanished, but Korkask relaxed, all the tension flowing out of him. The Khan would be told. He looked up at the Arab warrior as he drew back the bloody length of steel. "My people will see you again," Korkask said. The Afghan swordsman hesitated, unable to understand. "Dust be in thy mouth, infidel!" he shouted, the words a babble of sound to the Mongol officer. Korkask shrugged wearily. "You have no idea what you have done," he said. The sword swept down. Part 1. Chapter 1. The wind had fallen on the high ridge.